Howdy, howdy, howdy. Quite interesting, these bloody paradigms, I tell you. Now, those of you that are working with me, I know I've put in our group, don't use paradigms as an excuse. Don't let them be what's in charge. You're in charge. They can do some bloody funny things, though. I started working with a coach a couple of weeks ago. Well, we've worked together a few times. This is probably the third time we've worked together. And I said, okay, I want different results here in this part of my life. So we came up with a plan of how to get those different results. It wasn't a huge, big, like, let's go out there and change the world. However, it was going to change my world. And I've got a remarkable. Now, I wrote all the notes out in this remarkable. And then I went to crab claw fishing. And I thought, okay, I've got everything I need on this remarkable. I'm going to know exactly what to do. Now, a couple of days, it was the Wednesday before I left, I was on a one-on-one call with one of my clients, and I went to use the remarkable, and it wouldn't write. It would write, but it wouldn't stop writing, like it would just keep going. And I thought, okay, well, this thing's, I need to get a new pencil for it, maybe. Anyway, we went to Crab Claw, and they don't have the best internet there. So I had a few things that I thought, oh, you know, I can do this. I've got my list there. I know what to do. Well, day one, I went to get my iPad, my remarkable out. The bloody thing wouldn't work. It was just total white screen. It had the other day's stuff that wouldn't stop writing, and I thought, you've got to be kidding me. Now, I didn't take a charger because it was already pretty charged. But everything in my plan that I'd written down with my coach was on there. Now, I'm telling you this because there is nothing on earth that can stop you from creating. Now, you can either create by default, which is just pumping out the same things over and over again, which you don't even have to think about. You are like an unconscious competent in so many things. So you can tie your shoelaces, you can probably drive a car, you can probably, if you're a woman, you can put lipstick on without having to be completely conscious maybe, or you could cook dinner and be elsewhere and chatting around at the same time. It's not until you cook something that you've never cooked before that you're actually going to become conscious. So when you think about it, unconscious competence, which is where we all want to get to. We want to get to that place where we don't even have to sit there and consciously do all this work. We just decide what we want and know that it's coming and align with it. So this is what I was pretty much working on becoming like. So we've got to consciously do certain things repeatedly over and over again until it becomes something that we can do unconsciously. So like writing with our right hand, if you're right-handed, or writing with your left hand. It's not until you start writing with your non-dominant hand that you actually are conscious then about how to do the letters and stuff. So just so you know what I'm talking about here. So I had to do certain things consciously for a period of time until they just became unconscious, that I wouldn't need the notes anymore because I just had it down as a habit. Okay, you know where I'm coming from here. Well, because then I have a paradigm, I have a temperature set at this level here, and I'm wanting to move up to this level, and this level is going, okay, let's start fighting. We want to win here. And this new one of me is going, no, I want to win here. This one's going, no, we're going to win here. And you don't have to do anything for this one to win. So it killed my remarkable. I dropped the pencil, it smashed, I couldn't use the pencil anymore. So all these sorts of things happened. Now, I could have chucked a tantrum. I could have just gone, oh, well, this is just obviously not going to be my day today, and thrown it in the air. Or, because I understand what's going on, I could go, okay, doesn't matter how I do it, I know what I have to do. And I do the best that I can with the knowledge that I have. So I did remember some of the things. My coach said to me today, you did pretty well without having to know exactly what to do. You did pretty well. So just take that as a win, Polly. And I was like, yeah, thank you. Our mind likes to play tricks on us. It likes to tell us stories to keep us stuck, which is okay if you want to stay stuck. So sometimes we've got to turn that off, and we've got to start to listen to different things. We've got to start to listen to different people. We've got to start to maybe tune into a different group of people, because otherwise we're going to keep getting the same results. So think about that. If you tune into the loudest vibration in the room, whose vibration are you tuned into? Are you tuned into yours? Or are you tuned into the results of somebody else that maybe you want or you don't want? Because it's easy to get tuned into either. Like, I was with somebody on the weekend that so wanted a different result than they were getting. However, because the result that they were getting was not good, they were cranky. And they couldn't change it. And every time they started to change it, that you could see the results start to change. You're like, yes, they've done it. And then it just gets back to the old thing. You're like, oh. And they're trying and trying and trying so hard. What I've come to know is that people know this, but they don't do this. So tonight, if you can start to separate the data from the drama, you're going to have a lot more time on your hands. Trust me. You are going to be able to just turn yourself off from so much of what's going on, because you can just go, oh, that's not for me, that's not for me, that's not for me, oh, this is for me. I'll just answer those things. So we're going to do a bit of a lesson on that. We're also going to talk about self-image tonight. Self-image is the story that you tell yourself about you. Really, that's all it is. And it's done in secret. You can go out there and you can say to people, yeah, I'm doing great guns, da, 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 and that little talk that says in the, like, as you go into sleep, you're not really doing great guns. I wish we were, but why, blah, 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 blah. Like, it'll talk to you. And it can tell all sorts of different stories. It can suggest things that you never even want to happen. I did that today. I told a story and I was like, oh, do I really want that to happen? No, what'd you tell that one for? And it can trip you up. I'm never here to tell you that I've got this down pat and I'm perfect at this, because I think that when that happens, you die. So I don't ever want to be perfect at it, because then what else is there left to learn? Anyway, that's on tonight, 5:15. We have got Monday Mindset, data versus drama. Can you differentiate between the two? And you'd think about it, when you can let go of the drama, your productivity increases, your joy increases. You probably got a bullshit what is it? A bullshit radar. You can turn that thing off, because you're just like, oh, I don't need that anymore. I'm just going to focus on the facts and move on. So self-image, data versus drama. That's what's on tonight. I think that's all I have to tell you. I just want you to think about, what am I investing my time in that is not giving me the results that I truly want? So, like, if you had a health goal and eating the chocolate in the fridge is not investing your time into something that's going to give you the results that you want. If you have a relationship goal with your family, yelling and screaming or getting upset about something that you have no control over that maybe happened a year ago is not going to help you get that. Just start to think. That's the whole key of this. Start to think. Don't just regurgitate. Think. How can I look at things differently? How can I be different? Who do I want to be? What are the results that I want to have? Get it clear. If you haven't got it clear, come along tonight and let's work on it. And I'll see you there.